This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. It is an alert day as severe storms are moving through the area this evening.
Let's check your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
We do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:30 p.m. for the western portion of Dane County as a line of severe thunderstorms continues southward from about Prairie du Sac to just to the west of Mount Horeb. The warning also includes northeastern Iowa County as well as the far southern portion of Sauk County. I think those areas will be cleared out of this early as the storms continue off toward the east at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. You can see that line of storms steadily moving into the areas west of Madison. So Madison is included in this warning area. If we take a quick look at the wind velocities right now, it looks like there are some pretty strong winds that are starting to show up, at least in areas perhaps between Prairie du Sac and Mount Horeb. This area here might see some stronger wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour. That's through Cross Plains and Black Earth. And again, these storms are tracking off toward the east, toward Madison. So they will probably be in the Madison area within about the next 25 to 30 minutes. This line of thunderstorms continues eastward, but the good news is the storms have now cleared out of southwestern Wisconsin already. The severe thunderstorm threat has ended there and should end pretty quickly across the rest of southern Wisconsin, even though a severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 9 p.m. It has already just been canceled for Grant and Richland counties as the storms have moved east of there. Highest severe weather threat will be shifting southward into northern Illinois with time. Severe thunderstorm watch again in effect until 9 p.m. for Sauk, Iowa, and Lafayette counties eastward through Dane County and into the Milwaukee area. Temperatures right now, middle 70s. Dew point temperatures very high. Dew point 72 in Madison, but the humidity levels will come down after the storms end. So look for a sunny and warm but less humid day tomorrow with a high of 84. I'll take a further look at where the storms are in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. This just in, the Madison School District has released plans for reopening schools in the fall. MMSD preparing 3 options: all virtual learning, all in-person learning, and a mix of both. A hybrid model for all elementary, middle, and high schools would include students being split into 2 groups. One group would learn in person Mondays and Tuesdays and virtually on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The other group learns in person Thursday, Friday, and virtually on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wednesdays will be used for virtual learning and teacher professional development, as well as deep cleaning of the schools. Search crews are continuing recovery efforts for a 9-year-old girl in the Rock River.
It began last night at the Monterey Bridge, paused for a few hours overnight because of limitations in the darkness, and resumed right around 8 o'clock this morning. Madeline O'Neill is live in Janesville, where the search has expanded throughout the day. Maddie?
Well, the search really started in a particular area of interest, but has since expanded to other parts of the river. We've seen searchers out in the more shallow areas walking because we hear from officials that traditional diving is made really difficult from how quickly the current is moving. In fact, the Rock County Sheriff tells us that divers tell him that they've never worked in conditions like this, and it's all as the family waits.
My niece out here, so I'm gonna be out here as long as she out here.
She may be his niece, but Tyrell Seals says he thinks of the 9-year-old as his own child.
A bright individual, smart, super smart, can teach you how to work a computer, can teach you how to do any and everything, like super smart, a real bright person. Like, that's my niece.
Seals says family members have come from different states to be here.
Everybody leaning on each other, so yeah, it's a hard time right now, but we ain't gonna fold.
Search crews came out too, using sonar boats, divers, canines, and drones. They've also tried to slow the current, using obstacles to send divers in safely.
From what I understand, even though the river is not that deep, the current is strong enough that it could actually pin a person down from swimming.
Janesville Police Deputy Chief Terry Sheridan says Thursday night around 7, a man and woman fishing noticed a boy and girl struggling in the river. The woman was able to get the boy out, but lost track of the girl.
This lady really is a hero, but you know, it's going to be difficult for her too. She did what she could. She should be totally praised for her actions.
Sheridan says he sends prayers to the woman and the girl's family.
Found my niece and poo. That's my niece and poo. Found my baby.
Seals hopes to find some answers.
Whichever way it go, her whole family out here, she feel our energy. She know we here. She know we ain't leaving at all.
A sheriff's office captain tells me that they're keeping an eye on storms tonight, but he at least plans to be here until nightfall and back tomorrow bright and early, saying they won't quit until they find the girl. We'll have another update at 6.
All right, Maddie, thank you very much. A crash in Sun Prairie early this morning leaves 2 people dead, 2 others in the hospital. Officials tell us it started as a traffic stop when the officer got out of the car to approach the stopped vehicle. The driver sped off and crashed about 3 blocks away into a tree and burst into flames at a quick trip at Ruby Lane and Main Street. Officers and witnesses started doing CPR, but 2 of the 4 people in the vehicle died. The driver was taken to the hospital along with another passenger. The officers involved have been placed on administrative leave. That is standard policy, and the Wisconsin Department of Justice has now taken over that investigation. Well, this just in for the Channel 3000 Alert Center. Charges have been filed against the man law enforcement are still searching for, connected to a Jefferson County double homicide and house fire. Kevin Anderson is charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. This is in the deaths of his sister and brother-in-law, Nedra and James Lemke. According to the criminal complaint, a surviving sister told investigators that Anderson was upset that his sister Nedra had been named executor of their late father's estate, which caused a family dispute. He also faces 1 count of arson and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. Anderson remains at large, and a warrant has been issued for his arrest. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office.
A man was arrested in Mount Horeb for possession of child pornography. The Mount Horeb Police Department was notified of a possible child pornography possession in April 2020. The investigation led to a search warrant in the 500 block of East Main Street. Officers say 25-year-old Abraham Trueblood was taken into custody. Several electronic devices were taken as evidence for future analysis.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation is now looking into the alleged assault of an 18-year-old biracial African-American woman.
Althea Bernstein says Wednesday morning a group of white men sprayed lighter fluid on her face and neck, igniting it with a lighter. Amanda Quintana is here with what we know right now.
This case is being investigated as a hate crime. Madison police released details of their report yesterday. Today, MPD confirmed the FBI is now involved in the investigation. Althea told police she was stopped at a red light on Gorham Street with her window down around 1 o'clock Wednesday morning when someone yelled a racial slur at her. When she looked, she says 4 white men used a spray bottle to throw lighter fluid at her, then a flaming lighter, causing burns to her face and her neck. Tonight, the CEO and president of the Dane County Boys and Girls Club, Michael Johnson, says he and other leaders, including Senator Tammy Baldwin, will be checking in with Althea via Zoom tonight. She has requested people make donations to the Boys and Girls Club or Pause and Reflect Farm because she loves animals.
Amanda, thank you. Developing tonight as the man arrested for using a megaphone and carrying a bat downtown is now facing federal extortion charges. Devon Ray Johnson's arrest earlier this week sparked demonstrations. A complaint alleges Johnson threatened that the windows of a building would be destroyed unless a person associated with the business made a payment to his Venmo account. The second count is related to Johnson and 2 other men allegedly demanding free food and drink in return for not having a business destroyed by protesters, and in one case, having an employee injured. Johnson, along with 23-year-old Greg James Jr., are tentatively charged with threats to injure, and 25-year-old William Shanley is tentatively charged with party to a crime of threats to injure.
Officials with the Dane County Sheriff's Office say the man arrested for a hit and run in downtown Madison early Sunday morning is no longer in jail. Brendan O'Neill was arrested yesterday on tentative charges of hit and run causing injury. The Dane County Sheriff's Office says he was released from jail after posting a $350 bond. On Sunday, 1 person was left injured after a pickup truck drove into a crowd in the area of North Francis Street at University Avenue. An activist group has called the incident a hate crime.
Cases of COVID-19 are spiking in Dane County. Public health officials announced new restrictions on the current phase of reopening yesterday.
Amy Reed joins us to tell us more about local efforts to keep this from turning into an even bigger wave like we've seen in other parts of the country. Amy?
Public health says we've seen around 400 new cases over the last 5 days, and a large number of those they've interviewed shows many cases are tied back to bars. 76 out of the recent spike have reported through contact tracing interviews they have been to a bar. About half of the cases in this spike are also people ages 20 to 29. We have seen lately viral photos of long lines outside some bars near UW's campus, and even one of those bars, College Club or KK, has announced it's closed until at least the 7th of July for safety. A doctor I talked to today said our actions in response to this spike can decide if this turns into a second wave.
In order to call it a second wave, I think it's really predicated on the decisions that we're going to make over the next, 2 to 5 days. Clearly, there's an uptick, and it's imperative now that we get this curve flattened. The way we do that is going to be predominantly by our behaviors and our decisions.
He's encouraging people continue to wear masks in public. If you are going to be around people, still wash your hands often, cover your coughs and sneezes, and stay home when you're sick. Even if you aren't personally at a higher risk for complications from the coronavirus, doctors have said that you can help spread it, which could hurt the health of others and the economy. They encourage us all to continue following these precautions.
Amy, thank you. And meanwhile, another 435 people have tested positive for COVID-19. That brings the state's total to 26,776 cases. The number of people in Wisconsin who have died remains at 767. The death toll, roughly 3% of the state's total positive cases. About 19% of cases remain active.
The novel coronavirus is spreading rapidly in the southern and western U.S. Florida's coronavirus numbers are spiking. Today, the Sunshine State reported nearly 9,000 new cases. That's a record amount. The previous high of 5,500 came just 2 days ago. Texas is seeing a similar surge a day after saying the state's reopening would pause. Governor Greg Abbott ordered bars closed and imposed new restrictions on restaurants.
The White House Coronavirus Task Force briefed reporters today for the first time in 2 months amid that alarming escalation in the pandemic. During the briefing, the vice president said they will visit some of those hotspots, including Texas, Arizona, and Florida. Still, the administration maintains it's now better prepared to handle the surge. Task force officials urge the public, especially young people, to follow safety measures such as wearing masks. But the vice president defended President Trump's decision to hold rallies.
We're creating settings where people can choose to participate in the political process, and we'll continue to do that.
Now, the CDC says the actual number of coronavirus cases is probably 10 times higher than the number who've tested positive. That would mean roughly 25 million Americans have been infected. More to come on News 3 Now at 5. Up next, an update on a stabbing in Scotland that officials say is being treated as an act of terrorism. And coming up at 6, bond has been set for the man accused of making terrorist threats against the Dane County Sheriff. We'll have the latest tonight at 6. And the markets close with a thud on Friday. The Dow plummeting more than 730 points. The NASDAQ off 260. The S&P 500 dropped 75. We'll be right back.
Nothing beats a relaxing summer day, and Blaine's Farm and Fleet has amazing summer savings on everything you need to get out and enjoy the weather. Like our lowest price of the year on this Charbroil gas grill, just $179.99. Save on this Lifetime kayak, $449.99. Dots Home Style or Southwest pretzels are just $4.99. Plus, this Friday through Sunday, we're thanking all first responders and healthcare workers by offering 10% off your entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. This 4th of July, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible. This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it, and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself, I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Tonight at 6, Dane County makes changes to its reopening plan after a spike in COVID-19 cases. And the man accused of making terroristic threats against the Dane County Sheriff appears in court. We'll have that story for you tonight at 6.
Trust us to get it right.
To keep you prepared
when severe weather is on the way
and your family's safety is on the line.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now.
Police in Scotland say a stabbing is being treated as terrorism. Scottish police say the person shot by police during an incident in Glasgow has died and that 6 other people, including a police officer, are in the hospital being treated for their injuries. The officer being treated is in a critical but stable condition.
Minneapolis City Council has unanimously voted to advance a plan that could one day do away with the city's police department after the killing of George Floyd. The council voted today in favor of a proposal to amend the city charter to replace the current department with a, quote, Department of Community Safety and Violence Prevention that would prioritize a holistic and public health-oriented approach. Several more bureaucratic obstacles have to remain for the proposal to make it onto a ballot in November where Minneapolis residents would actually have the final say. We want to get to Gary here, who is monitoring some very active weather in the southwestern part of the state. Gary.
Well, not only southwestern part of the state, but also here in the Madison area. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's currently in effect until 5:30 p.m. and I will highlight that area. That's the flashing area here, and you can see where the city of Madison is. We've got a line of strong to severe thunderstorms extending from around DeForest to just to the east of Mount Horeb, between Mount Horeb and Verona. These storms are moving toward the east at about 40 miles per hour and are capable of producing strong winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour. If we take a look at high-resolution radar wind velocities, you can see there are some areas perhaps just southwest of DeForest and north of Madison, and then also between Black Earth and Mount Horeb where the wind velocities might be a little bit stronger. Not seeing any concentrated areas of winds, but again, the possibility exists for some 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. The other area of concern, there's no warning in effect right now for the southern portion of Lafayette County, but we're watching some very strong thunderstorms that are moving basically out of southern Grant County from around Hazel Green over to areas just south of Shullsburg and Darlington. Those storms have a potential of producing some strong straight line winds as well. We were seeing some areas of rotation. Right now, it's not nearly as evident. So it's an area that we're watching. And those storms, when we put the radar into motion, see those storms in Lafayette County moving just south of due east. So eventually with time, they'll run right along the Illinois state line and into parts of northern Illinois. The storms that'll be sweeping through Madison will eventually move eastward into parts of Jefferson and Rock counties. But notice to the west, everything is ending. The severe thunderstorm watch has actually been canceled now for Richland County as well as Crawford County. And you can see on future radar, there might be an additional light shower or thunderstorm developing to the north and west, but everything sweeps out of here pretty quickly this evening. So 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Once the thunderstorms end, we'll see dry conditions later on tonight, and it'll turn less humid this weekend. The dew point temperatures will still be in the lower 60s, but right now they're in the lower 70s, so it will be less humid, and temperatures will still be in the middle 80s. The humidity returns by Sunday night and lasts through all of next week and through the 4th of July holiday. That'll make it feel more oppressive. It'll also bring some thunderstorm chances from Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday, and then the rain chances go down at the end of next week. On Weather Track, you can see how these thunderstorms have developed pretty rapidly, but this morning's showers and thunderstorms stabilize the atmosphere enough so that these storms are not as strong as they would be otherwise. And it looks like the higher severe weather threat may be shifting down into northern Illinois. That's an area that didn't see much rain this morning. So with time, these thunderstorms, as they develop farther toward the south and southeast, will be stronger, most likely across northern Illinois. Illinois. Temperatures have cooled off a bit in the rain, but notice to the west, those temperatures get right back up into the mid to upper 80s. So tomorrow we'll be back into the mid 80s, having the sunshine, but at least the humidity levels will be down. Right now, dew point temperatures are in the 70s through much of southern Wisconsin and Iowa. But notice you start getting west of the Twin Cities, those dew points start to drop a bit. I think we'll see dew points in the lower 60s for tomorrow, maybe mid 60s on Sunday before jumping back up early next week. On future track, the thunderstorms move out of here this evening. Skies generally clear to partly cloudy overnight, and we'll see sunny skies for tomorrow. Looks like the rain chances tomorrow should stay to our south. Notice the wind shift a little bit to a more northwesterly direction, but not far to the south. That's where the winds are out of the south, and that's where the humidity will be lurking. So with time, as we head into Sunday, notice that wind shift back to a more southeasterly and then southerly direction, and then you start to see the shower and thunderstorm chances pop up Sunday night into Monday. They'll probably be a little more widely scattered. And at this point, we're not looking for anything severe, at least for right now. Otherwise, the severe thunderstorm watch continues until 9 p.m. It has been canceled now for Grant County as well as Richland and Crawford County, but from Sauk, Iowa, and Lafayette counties eastward into Dane County, that watch continues until 9 p.m. Showers and thunderstorms will end by mid to late evening, and then it'll turn partly cloudy and mild overnight with a low temperature of 65. For tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 84, lots of sunshine, just a little bit lower humidity, so it'll feel a little more comfortable. 7 to 10 day forecast. Notice the thunderstorm chances come back, especially from Sunday night into Monday. Then on Tuesday, we see the chances for thunderstorms start to decrease a little bit, and just a slight chance Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the 4th of July, Saturday. And at this point, it's possible all of those days could stay dry, but notice the high temperatures, upper 80s, nighttime low temperatures in the upper 60s, and those heat index values could be in the 90 to 95 or higher range. As we take a look at first warn traffic, take a look at the Beltline right now, moving slowly because of heavy rain starting to sweep through the Madison area. Right now, we're seeing delays on the Beltline approaching Park Street, and then also we've been seeing some slow spots to the west through the Middleton area, especially as that heavier rain moves in. Right now, travel time 16 minutes on the eastbound Beltline from University Avenue to the interstate, 17 minutes back in the westbound direction. Heading out of Madison, 26 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990, 19 minutes to Sauk City through the heavy rain out to on US 12, and 15 minutes to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
All right, Gary, keep an eye on things for us. Ahead on News 3 Now at 5, the WIAA releases sports-specific guidelines after the COVID-19 pandemic. We'll share some of the plans for going back to sports after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
Going on now, 4 days only. Save big at Grand Appliance and avoid big box crowds this holiday during the Friends and Family Sale. Shop online or at your local Grand Appliance. Double up on Grand exclusive savings. Up to $1,000 on top of already reduced July 4th pricing. Take advantage of safe online, phone, and virtual shopping options. Plus, your choice of either no-contact curbside or in-home delivery services. Don't delay. Grand Appliance Friends and Family Sale ends this Sunday, June 28th.
Today, some things do stand firm. Those you can lean on, the things that matter, and the importance of you being you. That's why, no matter the type of care you need, or the way you need it, we're here every day, safe and ready. Because wherever you are in your world, you're the focus of ours. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meriden, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Nothing beats a relaxing summer day, and Blaine's Farm and Fleet has amazing summer savings on everything you need to get out and enjoy the weather. Like this Kings River Zero Gravity Chair, just $36.99. Save $50 on this Weber Genesis 2 Copper Gas Grill. In our automotive department, buy 3 tires from top brands like Cooper, get 1 free. Plus, this Friday through Sunday, we're thanking all first responders and healthcare workers by offering 10% off your entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Happy 4th of July Super Sale, happening this week at the Brothers Maine. Come in now for more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We make upgrading your home more convenient at Maine with up to 18 months of 0% financing and expert-free delivery. Get more at the 4th of July Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. And happy birthday, USA, from the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Your local Monk's Bar and Grill is open for dine-in guests and convenient takeout. Come visit Monk's and enjoy award-winning apps, burgers, and more while dining safely with us. Visit monksbarandgrill.com to order online and easily view our menus.
The WIAA is releasing sports-specific guidelines for restarting sports. The WIAA releasing a 44-page document for the 14 sports they offer to students. They say each district or program should consult with their local health officials to determine the risk level in order to start the program safely. The WIAA laid out social distancing guidelines for each sport as well as what kind of drills can be done based off high, moderate, and low risk levels for each sport. The guidelines include sanitizing equipment before and after use and recommending fans, coaches, and officials all wear masks during competition and practice. For a full look at those guidelines for every sport, you can head to our website, channel3000.com.
Members of the Brewers organization have tested positive for coronavirus, but they are still planning on having their season. According to Fox Sports Wisconsin, General Manager David Stern says no players have opted out of playing this season. He says those who tested positive were asymptomatic and didn't say if they were players or team employees or both who tested positive. Players are set to begin workouts at Miller Park on July 4th. The 60-game season is set to begin on July 23rd or 24th.
Well, the winningest coach in Wisconsin men's basketball history will be inducted into the UW Athletic Hall of Fame. Basketball coach Bo Ryan, the final member of the UW Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2020, coached the Badgers from 2001 to 2015, 364 wins, taking Wisconsin to 14 straight NCAA tournaments, including a couple of Final Fours in 2014 and 2015. He was inducted into the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame in 2017. Other members of the UW Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2020 include Richard Bartman for boxing, Carla McLeod for hockey, and Wisconsin Heights grad Mike Wilkinson for basketball.
Former Wisconsin basketball player Frank Kaminsky has been named the Big Ten Player of the Decade. The 7-footer took the Badgers to the Final Four his junior year and to the national championship game his senior year. He also won Player of the Year honor his final year with Wisconsin. Kaminsky helped Wisconsin win 115 games over his 4 years. Earlier this week, Kaminsky was named to the Big Ten First Team All-Decade team. Wisconsin's Ethan Happ made the Second Team All-Decade team.
And we'll have a final check what's happening with the weather out there in just a moment. Stay with us.
Salute massive savings at Ashley Home Store's Stars and Stripes event. Save up to 60% off. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. And interest-free financing for 3 years on top of our very best deals. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Now at Menards. Create an exciting outdoor living space with Menards' great selection of concrete landscape block. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create. Straight or beveled 17-inch Crestone retaining wall blocks are just 97 cents each after 11% off. Start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now at Steinhafels, all American-made furniture and mattresses are on sale. Save 35% store-wide plus an extra 5% off the largest selection of quality American-made furniture. And take advantage of no money down financing for 60 months and free no-contact shipping. Get special pricing on these 2 sofas, $299 and $399. Wisconsin-made solid wood queen beds, your choice $599. American-made solid wood dining table, now $849. Shop Steinhafels 4th of July sale now.
Planning your family's future is as much of a Wisconsin tradition as summers spent up north, the perfect tailgate, or evenings at a festival. That's why so many of us choose EdVest, Wisconsin's 529 college savings plan. Getting started online is quick and easy, and saving early, like before your children take their first step, goes a long way in making higher education a reality for them. Contribute at edvest.com to take advantage of the 2020 Wisconsin state tax deduction.
Nothing beats a relaxing summer day, and Blaine's Farm and Fleet has amazing summer savings on everything you need to get out and enjoy the weather. Like lifetime fishing kayaks, just $179.99. Get a free power cord when you buy this Champion portable generator, $269.99. 12 packs of Dad's root beer or cream soda are just $3.49 each. Plus, this Friday through Sunday, we're thanking all first responders and healthcare workers by offering 10% off your entire purchase.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's time to celebrate at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Stars and Stripes event. Save up to 50% off all appliances, plus 18 months financing with no minimum purchase, and free doorstep drop-off from Wisconsin's own Furniture and Appliance Mart, inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Let's head to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a final check.
Watching a line of storms sweep through Dane County right now on high-resolution Doppler radar. The severe thunderstorm warning for western Dane County is set to expire at 5:30, and the National Weather Service right now is not planning on reissuing it, although they are watching strong to severe, potentially severe thunderstorms moving into parts of eastern Columbia County and the eastern portion of Dane County. Farther to the south, those storms in Lafayette County are moving more into northern Illinois, where a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect there. As far as the movement, you can see they're moving eastward pretty rapidly at about 35 to 45 miles per hour. So that will move them out of much of southern Wisconsin by about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. But you can see that to the west, things have definitely improved. But if you're anywhere from, say, the Dells to Darlington eastward, be prepared for severe weather this evening.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.